Many of these jobs that you know can be done while traveling, even if you didn't know about it. The trick is to select the right ones, and I'll do it for you in this video. Hey, I'm Mary Jane, and I've been a full-time traveler since March 2018. I make videos related to full-time traveling and on-a-budget traveling every single week. If you're interested, subscribe. In order to make money while moving around the world, you have plenty of options possible because of the great invention of the World Wide Web and of the internet. Plus, you have some more traditional options that don't require an internet connection. I divide the kind of jobs that you can do while traveling in 4 categories: remote, freelance, business owner, and local temporary. The first 3 are strictly bounded by having access to an internet connection, while the 4th one is typically completely offline. Nowadays I save some confusion about the terms, but I define remote a job that is still corporate, but instead of being done in the company's office, it's done anywhere else. This means that you're still part of the team, so you will have to be able to communicate with your colleagues in their office times, but you don't have to be physically present in the office to be able to deliver your work. The communications with your team are usually made by video calls, so it's pretty important to have constant access to a pretty good internet connection. Companies are letting their employees working remotely more and more. So if you're already working in such a corporate environment, you may try to request your boss to keep your job and switch to remote. Freelance are those kind of jobs where you are still working for someone else, but not on a regular basis. Usually you sell some kind of material that you produce, some kind of virtual product, or some service that you provide. The most popular freelance job nowadays for digital nomads are certainly photography and video production, and relatively to that, photo editing and video editing, but also social media management like Facebook advertisement, or managing an Instagram profile, or managing a blog. Speaking of, writing can be a very expandable skill online. One can be a writer for articles as well as for advertisement, for screenplays, and so on. Freelance job has always been there since way before the computers were invented, but now the advantage is that there is plenty of them that you can do on digital support. Writing, for example, you can do it instead of typing it, you can write it on a computer, and the digital support can be sent via internet, which is very convenient if you want to be physically detached from a specific location. Going further, there is the whole world of programming and software engineering. If you studied programming, you made such a great choice because it's one of the most requested jobs nowadays. And also another super popular and super requested job is web designer. If you already have skills in one of these jobs, you are very lucky. If you're not, just pick one and develop the necessary skills. If this one is the case, I suggest you to pick one that is related to a field that you are interested in developing further. If you are building a blog, for example, focus your job research in the writing field. Avoid to try photography just because you have the hobby of taking pictures. Because the more practice you make in one field, the more experienced you become in that field, and the better it is for your further career. You can create your own manufactured product or online product and sell them online. This is the only job where you're actually working for yourself and not for someone else, which means that you have direct creative control on the product, but it also implies to work way harder and have way more responsibilities. If you're a passionate climber, for example, and you want to travel full-time to go from mountain to mountain, you can decide to manufacture and sell a new kind of climbing shoes that are super niche and super specific, like, for example, climbing shoes that are specific for flat feet. You build a website, you build a social media strategy, and you start selling that product. Then there are the online products. An example can be an app. If you're passionate about vans, maybe you're traveling full-time because you live in a van, you can hire someone to develop an app that shows the overnight parking's possibility for vans everywhere you go. Or another great online product is a video course. Going back to the climbers example, you could make a video course about a specific kind of climbing, like for advanced climbers or something like that. This is the only category of jobs that don't require an internet connection to either do or deliver the job. But you actually usually need to physically stay in one place to be able to do the work. I'm talking about seasonal jobs in hospitality, like for example, waiter, steward or hostess for restaurants or events, catering, bartender, barista, hotel or hostel receptionist. Then there is the big group of teaching classes. The trendiest of all nowadays is being a yoga teacher, but you can be the good old language teacher, fitness trainer, dance teacher, and so on. Also, you can simply work in a retail store. They always need people to manage the goods in the storage and then actually sell them in the shop. I'd say that these kind of jobs can actually be your choice if you already have a little bit of experience in them. Because if you're traveling and you need to change job every couple of months because you're moving, you don't want to spend so much time every time you need to research for a new job. And if you have no experience in working in a restaurant or in a bar and you're looking for a job as a waiter, you will probably need some attempts in order to find someone that actually hires you. But everything is possible and you can get experience while you're traveling also. I'm not going to go more in detail for this specific video because if you want more specific examples, websites where to find jobs, websites that hire directly, or other type of jobs in these categories that I told you, make sure to like this video to let me understand that you actually would like to see more. If I see many requests for this in-depth video, I will make one. Please share the video with all the friends who can be interested. And make sure to subscribe and click the bell for the notifications because several other videos are going to be published very soon about how to sustain a full-time traveling lifestyle. So I hope to see you in my next video. Until next time, take care. Bye. Many of the jobs that you know can be done while traveling.